rematch of the 2024 Big Ten Championship game. New foes in this expansive conference with both teams hoping to make a statement and stake claim to an early season top-tier victory. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Ducks will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Turning it on. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. That'll pay off big time late in the season. Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Moore to the air. Under fire. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Bust through behind his pad. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Whittington. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Moore will throw. The screen, he can go. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dinkins. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Aller. Hauls it in. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Mississippi State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Moore to the air. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's throwing way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Lets it go. Complete out of the backfield. Really nice pickup there as they... may take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Allard. He fires to the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right up the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Looking for an open area to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and it up for a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Allard. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tosses it back. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. With the catch, it's Denmark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Moore will throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
When you get the incompletion there on third down, you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the Ducks will go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
An explosive player in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Back to throw, it's Allard. Makes the catch.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Now on the move. Couldn't quite punch it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. With the run on first and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They'll go to the air on second and short. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Defense not showing press coverage. Moore to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Benson. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Going to swing it on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Benson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Toss sweep to the right. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Moore will throw. Quarterback adapting. The throw. Snagged out of the air. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart.
Yeah, and Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He's looking to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Direct snap. It's Singleton. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. Here comes the heat. Working on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play.
There he goes.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.